Chris just told us.
Fuck, I forgot to for record.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
So the story Chris just told us, yeah, was an insane example. So there's so many people out there, even my mentors told me so many facts and so many things I should do, and I didn't listen. But when they told me the story about themselves or about other people, how they got in the same trap as I was at the moment on the way to, then I understood, okay, I shouldn't do it. So stories are very, very powerful. But I want to come to some other parts, some other things I want to share with you guys, but it's very important that you take notes. It's very important that you take notes, that you have a piece of paper and a pen and really write those things down, because so many times we think, oh yeah, I can remember that. And you won't, trust me, you won't. If you don't make any notes and you get out of this call, you will not even remember like two sentences of this call. Okay. So I see you all guys pulling out your notepads. That's one thing I have to say in the beginning. Always take notes. Always take notes. So when I would be a bit earlier and had the chance to listen to Chris, I would have been taking notes the whole time, because I know Chris is a person of value. I know I can learn many, many things from Chris. And I know that I have to write it down, because if not, there's no sense of being here. Okay. All right. So I want to start. First of all, if you want to be successful, you have to make a decision. Point number one, make a decision. Okay, you have to make the decision to take responsibility about everything in your life, and to take responsibility here in this business even before somebody gives you responsibility. Be the person who takes the responsibility. I've seen that with Gio and Raul. They took the responsibility. I didn't have to tell them, yo, bro, it's up that you teach the team how to trade, or you have to talk with your team, or bro, remember that that when you do the cash flow product, this and that, whatever. They just did it. They took the responsibility and they just did it. So they're a great example for step number one. They made a decision. Yeah, I want to be responsible for everything in my life, and I want to take the responsibility. Okay, but don't get that wrong. You don't have to get an ego and think like, oh, I have to do everything on my own. No, these guys are still asking questions. These guys are still asking for feedback. Okay, and that's very important. Okay, never ever get a too big ego. One of my mentors said always, you can always be humble if you understand that you are made for more. Okay, how can I have an ego? How if you have an ego, you're like, I know everything, I can do everything. And when you're in that state, you will stay on that state. But if you know you're made for more, you're coachable always, because you know I'm not there where I want to be, so I have to listen and learn more. If you think you are on the point you want to be, then have an ego. I don't care. But the ego will always keep you at the same spot. Point number two, make a plan. Okay, make a plan. At that point, so many people fail. There's a sentence called, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And before I started this business, the only thing I planned was like the weekend. I plan on which party I'm going to. But sometimes I just planned it on the same day. Okay, so I was very bad at planning. But successful people plan everything. I can tell you, we are planning right now with the leadership in Germany nearly the whole year next year. So we have already planned till like September next year. Everything is set. Every event is set. Every tour is set. Every incentive is set. Everything. It's crazy. And if you want to be successful, you have to plan. Very, very important. So it's important to master your day. You have to have a day plan. What are my daily to-dos? Or MDMO, or how do you say it? MDO? No, DMO, daily method of operation.
Yeah, DMO.
DMO, daily method of operation. Sounds a bit cooler than to-dos. Well, it's pretty much the same. Yeah. Okay, so DMOs. What are your DMOs? Every single day. So you have to start small. You have to master the day. Then we can master the week. Then we can master the months. Then we can master the year. And then we can create a really successful life. Okay, but we have to plan that. If you don't know when you go to bed what you're doing on the next day, you will not be productive. Okay, every time when I go to sleep, I look at my calendar. I look what appointments I have, and I have on my whiteboard to-dos. Some are special and some are daily. And then I'm planning in which breaks I'm doing my to-dos, where I don't have any calls, where I'm not on the market. So I plan everything every night to be as productive as possible the next day. Okay, start doing that. Work with your calendar. 3, go all in. Go all in. Understand the power of massive action. We have here business where we can make millions. Yes, wrote it down. We have a business where we can make millions, but not if we just chill and scratch our balls. We have to put the work in. Understand that. 1 go live a day is a minimum somebody should do. It's a minimum. And you always have to think, am I an underachiever or overachiever? Okay? Do I want fast success or slow success? It's up to you every single day. Every single day it's up to you. You decide how fast you want to run. You decide how fast you want to get out of your job. You decide how long your parents have to work. It's your decisions. Okay? So start to go all in. Make the business your major priority. When I started this business, even the team calls like these, were like the highest thing in my whole day. When my mother called me, I'm like, not yet. In an hour, whatever. When I was at work, I was like planning my breaks at work so that I can listen to the calls, or went to the toilet, or at least I had an AirPod in my ear to listen to it. I made it somehow possible because I had the urgency. I had the all-in mindset. I knew this is a business which will take me to my goals and dreams. And only if I treat it like that, it will give me everything I want. Okay. Step number 4. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. I think it was 3.5 years ago, while my mentor told me, Leander, success could be so easy if there wouldn't be any distractions. And I know everybody of you just feels that. Okay, you want to do something, and then, oh yeah, I have to do this, or somebody calls you and you forget about this, or you're on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Handy is your phone, your cell phone is ringing, and you're looking at it. Okay, it's blowing up some messages on this and that, and we are not so focused anymore. We're not so focused anymore. So it's very important to clear all your distractions. What are distractions in this business? When you watch Go Live, put your phone in flight mode. You shouldn't receive any calls there. You shouldn't text somebody there. You should be focused on that session if you want to be really productive, effective. Okay. And what other distractions do we have? We have distractions like little baby. No, I'm just joking. what you always listen to. Yeah. What do I listen to every single day? Today I was like working. I slept very bad. And I was like awake at 7 and slept like maybe 2 hours or something. I was like thinking, oh, should I sleep now a bit longer, whatever? I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna stay awake. I'm gonna work now. I'm gonna go all in. And what did I do? I placed my mentor next to me. It was audible. I had like Brian Caruso, one of my mentors, next to me, and he was talking to me. And while he talked to me, I listened to it and I started working. Okay, so I always put my mentors next to me. Other people listen to music, starts getting silly thoughts and then music. Yeah, I'm gonna kill your mother. I'm gonna stab him and whatever. Yeah, I'm so cool. What the fuck? Yeah, I was a cool kid as well. I'm now 27 years old, and when I was like 14, I was the kid who was sitting in the bus in the last row, looking at everybody angry. And when somebody looked at me, I'm like, oh, you got a problem? Because I listened the whole day to rap music and how I beat everybody up. So I was thinking like that. So I was acting like that. That's a distraction. Yeah, get those negative thoughts out of your mind. And how can you do it? Like I said, get your mentors around you. Okay? When you're working, work. When you're chilling or relaxing, relax. Whatever you do, do it productive and don't get distracted. And one thing I have to say, guys, and mostly guys, I think everybody's a guy here, yes. Girls, don't get distracted from girls. Go on your Instagram and defollow, however you say it, unfollow, defollow, whatever, all those bikini girls and whatever in your timeline, because they will not get you anywhere. They will not get you anywhere. You will only get distracted, maybe getting a hard cock, sorry for my language, and then getting distracted, oh yeah, whatever. Okay? Defollow all of that. Focus on your success. A man becomes what he thinks about. If you only think about some woman and rubbing your dick, what do you become? What do you become? But if you're thinking about success, about your goals, about your dreams every single day, about a disciplined guy that you are, a successful person that you are, a chairman that you are, a six-figure trader that you are, what are you gonna be in the future? Exactly that. Let your skills grow. Let your skills grow. So your income is always a mirror of your skill set, of your value. Your income is always a mirror of that. If you don't earn much money, it's because you don't have much value in you. Get more skills, get more value, listen to more mentorships, practice more. And don't see anybody writing. Write that down, guys. Oh, I've seen there's a girl in here. I'm sorry for my language before. Easy. Then ask yourself, how easy can I be replaced? How easy can I be replaced? I know that in my team, I try to make everything duplicatable, but I know if I wouldn't be here, the team wouldn't go like this. The planning, everything, the team calls, the rank ups, whatever, everything wouldn't go like this because of me, because I made me a person where everybody is like looking up to, where everybody is like asking, where everybody is like wanting my opinion to things, and I'm always taking the responsibility of everything. I just take it. Okay, so again, take responsibility. Look that you are not replaceable in this organization. How can you do that? Be the one who promotes the call. Be the one who's asking the best questions in the training calls. Be the one who's helping others to improve. And again, I have to do some bad language again. Don't be a pussy. I just have to say it because there's so much mans out there. Well, not mans anymore. Your excuses sometimes, guys. What I hear sometimes from excuses, not exactly from you guys, but what I hear, oh yeah, oh my grandma just wanted me to buy an apple for her, and that's why I couldn't be there. My girlfriend said I shouldn't go on that call, I was too tired today to watch Go Live, and then I'm not so productive when I'm tired. What the fuck? Don't be such a pussy. Again, take responsibility. Life isn't easy. Life isn't easy. But you can choose your heart, either now or later. I chose to take it now. I chose to take it now in my younger years, to take now the hard years, to do now the hard work, to go now all in, to have later a beautiful life. Most people do it the other way around. When they're young, they're like thinking, oh yeah, I'm so young and I can party. And now I have to travel because later I can't travel anymore. And they want to make an easy life right now. And they get a freaking hard life later. You decided. But if you work 3 to 4 years like nobody wants, you can live the rest of your life like nobody can. Understand that. 3 to 4 years working like nobody wants to live your whole life like nobody can. That was my whole motivation, because there were a lot of days, a lot of weekends when my friends went out partying. Yeah, they went on some vacations and just drank alcohol. They went to do some crazy stuff, and I was sitting on my desk, learning, improving myself, getting on calls, getting those mentorships. And guess what? Nobody has the freedom I have from these guys. Some of these guys are still dependent on their parents. It's so sad. I was 27 years old. They're still dependent on their parents. I always think, don't you? I would feel so much shame in myself if I still would live with 27 years at my parents' home and living out of their money. It's crazy. But so many people are doing it because they choose the easy life. They choose to do it easy in the first place. And then it will get very disgusting for the rest of their life. Know that it will happen. You have to know that it will happen. It doesn't matter how. You don't have to know the way right now, but you have to know that it will happen. When I started this business, I knew I will be a 6-figure earner. I knew it from the beginning. I knew it. I just knew it. I knew I will earn 6 figures one day. And that was everything I stick onto. I didn't know how. It was very far away from me. I hardly could believe it, but I knew it will happen. You don't have always to know why or how, but you have to know that it will happen. And you really have to believe on that thing. Okay? Then, last 2 things. Be confident. Be confident in everything you do. Be confident. Be confident when you talk to other people. Be confident when you go on the market. Be confident in your whole day. What kind of person do you want to be? I think everybody wants to be a confident person. No one wants to be the nervous guy with sweating hands, standing there and like, oh, I don't know. Everybody wants to be confident. Act as if. Act now as if you are the person you will be in the future. And guess what? You will become the person. So many people are saying, yeah, in the future, I will be talking to more people. In the future, I will be more disciplined in trading. In the future, I will, whatever. Start doing now, or the future will never be your future. You have to act now as if you're a chairman, as if you're a funded trader, as if you have a 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure bank account. Act right now as if. And that's how you get it. Last thing, be, how do you say it in English? Naive for success. Be naive for changes. Be naive that it can happen. Be the naive guy or girl who's just believing in it. It's always the naive guys who are getting things. Albert Einstein was naive enough to think that he can change the world. And guess what? He did. The story from Chris, the guy was naive enough that he can create telecommunication. And he did. So be naive enough to believe in your goals, to believe in yourself, to believe that everything can happen, and be ready for the changes. No pain, no gain, guys. Let's get through it. I'll pass it back to Chris. Hope you got some nuggets, some notes, and very important, do not put them on the side and never read that again. After this call, take your notes and mark your 3 biggest points. I have a good idea. Put those 3 biggest points of this call today, put it in the group. Put it in the group, in the Netherlands group. What were your 3 biggest nuggets, and what are the nuggets you want to take advantage of? You want to take action in right now, today, now, always. No opportunities wasted. NOW. Let's get it. Let's get it. Now we're gonna pass it over.
I think I don't need to add anything more to that. That was crazy fire. Thank you for that part, bro. You know, I always love when you spit some facts. And you know what's funny, guys? Every time me and Leander do a mindset call, we don't even talk about it before, but we always like add up to what the other person said. It's so funny. He wasn't even on for the first half an hour and he touched on some things I said. That's like-minded people. It's so funny, you know, you think alike. So it's late. Thanks for everybody jumping in. It's 23:57. So reflect on what you wrote down, like Leander said. Write down the 3 things. You can do it in the morning if you go into bed now. Put away the phone, get to bed, but reflect on what you just heard. Reflect on your day and be grateful for what you learned today. Because think about one thing, you can have, be, or do anything you want in life. That's it. Have a good night. Goedenavond, and ciao, ciao.